Hi guys. Oh, this is a little bit lopsided. Still lopsided. It's gonna have to stay like that, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna have to stay like that. I just wanted to talk about things. I have thoughts at nighttime. Um, so I lost my mom 2 years ago, and I sometimes have a hard time sleeping because I have thoughts that are really weird and not normal, I guess. I don't know. Um, because losing a parent is really hard, and she was my best friend, so it was like extremely hard. And yeah, it was just like really hard. And I keep on thinking back, like when it happened. I don't know. This just sounds so weird to me now, and I don't know why I still think this. And it's probably just my brain trying to cope with it or whatever. So I keep on going back. I keep on thinking back to the day that it happened. Um, we get to the hospital. The nurses and the doctors are standing outside the room. They're telling us that at this time we normally have to stop because um, there's no point. They were doing CPR. And that's when they basically told us that she had passed away. And they asked us if we wanted to see her before we left or before we like signed all the papers and stuff like that. And me and my brother said yes, but it was after we went into the room. They had this special room in a hospital where, like, when you get really bad news, you go in and you try to calm down. I went in there, I cried for a few minutes. Everybody cried, but me and my brother, not my dad didn't want to go see her, which was understandable because I kind of was scared to do it too because I'm terrified of like death. Um, So me and my brother walk and we go in, and it literally just looks like she's breathing, and it doesn't look like she's dead. It just looks like she's sleeping. So I do something weird. I don't know why I did this. I shake her, like I just went up and I shook her. My brother's like, "Don't do that. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Like it just looks like she's sleeping. I don't think she's dead." And like the doctor told me like it's normal, it's going to look like she's breathing because she just passed away and her muscles are going to be doing things. And so in my brain, even to this day, I am thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking this. I'm thinking like the doctors all faked her death and she's still alive and she is just walking around doing her, like I don't know, like I always, I keep on thinking like she faked her death or the doctors faked her death. Like death isn't real. Like she couldn't have died because death isn't real. I don't know why my brain is thinking like that. It's not true. Death is real, and I should know this by now. But in my brain, I keep on thinking like she's not dead. She's alive. They faked her death. Like that's the only thing that I'm thinking. And it doesn't help that when I have dreams about her, those are the only dreams that I have now, which are like we go to the hospital and she's dead, and then we go back home. We have her urn, and then we hear a knock at the door, and she's at the door, like she's there, and then she dies twice. She dies again in our house. So those are like dreams that I have of her. Like she comes back to life from the hospital, then she comes back home, and then she dies. I don't know what those dreams mean. Maybe she wanted to die at home. I don't know. But in my brain, I keep on thinking that she's not dead and she's just still alive. It's probably just my brain or just me trying to, like, not even cope with it, not accept that she's dead. And I've had this issue for a while. I don't even acknowledge her urn. I don't even call the urn her, or like I don't say go put the candle by her. I say go put the candle by it because I don't want to acknowledge that she is dead and that she's in the urn. Um, I also wanted to say, if somebody out there who's watching this lost a parent, I want to tell you that it will get a little bit better, but you will never fully get past it. I mean, I know 2 years isn't a lot for me, like, I'm still not past it, but like, it will get a little bit better. You will feel slightly at peace with it, but you won't completely heal. What you should do, and what I do actually, is try to remember the good times that you have with your family member that passed away. I try to remember the good times that I had with my mom, and it helps a little bit. But don't do it when you're depressed, because I will tell you this, it will make you cry like a bitch. Crying's not bad. You should cry. That's what the crisis person said that I went to at my doctor's office, because my dad took us to the doctors the next day, or our psychiatrist the next day, and so we could talk to somebody. And he told us that we have to mourn. If you don't mourn, it's not healthy, and you will break down a whole lot more in the future. Like, you have to mourn. You have to mourn. You have to cry. Just cry. Crying. I know crying doesn't feel good, and crying is just not the thing that you really want to do. But I will tell you that crying will relieve some stress and some sadness that you have. I know when I first broke down completely, which was a week after her death, I initially broke down the first day. Not a lot, because I tried to keep my composure for my dad and my brother. Um, but the one time I had a mental breakdown was a week after her death, where my boyfriend at the time, um, he said he was going to see me, he didn't, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like one thing after another, and then it led me to a thing where I just couldn't take it anymore. I cannot hold it anymore. It's like one of those cries that you feel in your throat, in your stomach. You feel like you're going to throw up. And I felt that, and I cried to the point I couldn't breathe anymore. And I could tell you that after I did that, I felt so much better. It relieved so much stress. And occasionally I still do cry. No one knows this, because I don't cry in front of people. I cry in my room, because I'm weird. I could only cry with my mom. I could only cry in front of her. So now, like, I don't cry in front of my dad. I don't cry in front of my brother. I hold it in until I'm alone in my room at night. So, which probably isn't that healthy, but I do that because, I don't know, I just want to show that, like, I'm that sad and that I'm dealing with sadness. So I just want to say that if you are dealing with a loss in the family, that um, you should talk to somebody. I know that, like, you don't want to, but it's good to talk to somebody, and definitely cry, mourn, because it will make you feel better. I know that's a weird thing, but that's what the counselor said to me, and I thought that was so. I don't know. I felt that was weird for him to say, but after I did cry, after I did basically have like a mental breakdown at that night, I felt so much better. So yeah, I just rambled on, and I just wanted to get that out and say that, I don't know, I need to go. It's really late and I need to sleep. Actually, I'm probably not going to sleep. I'm probably just going to stay on YouTube. And oh my gosh, okay. Some girl on YouTube said I needed to get my eyebrows threaded. Girl, what if I want my eyebrows thick? Did you think about that? Eyebrow threading is so expensive in my area. It's like $50. I don't got that money. But thank you for the suggestion. Um, I am going to do my eyebrows next month though, because I haven't really done them. Okay, that has nothing to do with this, but sorry, I have to go. I'm probably going to stay on YouTube for a while and just watch some shit later. But yeah, I just needed to talk about this. Thumbs up, subscribe. You really don't have to, but I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later.